Moving on, in the other game, the nightcap, we had the Warriors and the Spurs. It started very competitive. The Spurs came out. They had a new strategy. LaMarcus Aldridge was absolutely on fire. It seemed like it was going to be a competitive game until about halftime, when the third quarter Warriors do what the third quarter Warriors do, which is pull away. Durant played well. Klay Thompson played well. But, of course, after the game was once again not about the Warriors or the Spurs that were in Oakland. It was about a gentleman in New York. Here's Coach Popovich praising LaMarcus Aldridge, but perhaps he's directing his comments at someone else. Let's listen.
LaMarcus has been a monster all year long. He's led our team at both ends of the floor. He doesn't complain about a darn thing out on the court. He just plays through everything. I can't imagine being more proud of a player as far as playing through adversity and being there for his teammates night after night after night. He's been fantastic.
Jalen, you know what I'm going to ask you, right? You know what this is about, right? You know what this is about. While Popovich was asked about LaMarcus, while he was speaking about LaMarcus, it's almost impossible not to tie it back to Kawhi Leonard. Do you think Popovich was sending sneak disses at Kawhi Leonard while he was praising Mr. Aldridge?
Initially, that wasn't the thought, and then as you start to articulate yourself and you start to think about this season and how, yes, he has been leading this group the entire year, you start thinking about, oh, why is he actually leading this group? Oh, yeah, because Kawhi Leonard isn't on the team, and he's currently not playing, or, by the way, in the arena. He's in another state while we're playing, and we're down 0-2 to the Golden State Warriors. So somewhat that could be considered a sneak diss, but ultimately I think he was just trying to do his best to give Aldridge praise.
I think you make a good point. I think he started to try to give Aldridge praise, and then as he sort of kept sort of articulating himself, he was like, you know, he always goes through some adversity, he always shows up for his teammates, and then it sort of turned into a Kawhi thing that he didn't mean. That wasn't his intent when he began to speak, but it certainly felt like there was some of that towards the end of his conversation. Well, there was something towards the end of this game which may become very important as we head deeper into the playoffs. And I'm talking about this play, this elbow that you're seeing right here from Draymond Green as he's boxing out Bertans. Gets a little high, makes contact with the head, and it seems like he will be stuck with a flagrant one, which is 1 point on the scale. 4 points gets you suspended for a game. Potentially that game could be Game 6 of the finals, and potentially people like Jalen Rose could say that that is the reason that you end up losing the finals. Obviously, I'm referencing 2 years ago when they played the Cavs. Jalen, do you think that this flagrant foul could rear its head later on during this playoff stretch?
No. Now, here's what it could do, however. If and when he gets a couple of more, when you get close to the threshold, I anticipate that he will not go over it. Now, the issue with that is his edge is why he's a terrific performer.
Yep.
Is because he's undersized. He's been overlooked at a lot of many points of his career. So he needs to keep that edge. I just hope that he doesn't get so close to the edge where he's thinking about not getting the technical foul, not getting the flagrant foul that's going to get him ejected, because as I did mention, and I do believe, him being suspended 2 years ago, they would have won the championship that year as well.